any further.
Oh man.
Yeah, be the dungeon master, Jared.
Sure, yeah, do it.
But you have to make cool sounds,
Be our host.
special effects.
Your hostess and hostess.
All these just enormous rips, ass rips from
You
Remi.
need the radio DJ, the morning DJ voice.
Oh,
Always.
quick
And
thing.
welcome to KEXP!
Perfect.
Yes. Well, first, I believe the name is just Planets, and that 3 is. At first, I thought it was like Planets 3, but it's just like the. I don't know, playing
You're
words
telling me
because
I
it's
blew
so
the
cute.
name!
Yes, but you got the name.
I do that crap all the time.
Anyways, as soon as you guys see the video, you're totally gonna think of one game, right? I'm trying to get.
It's a bit of. Isn't it a really small indie game? I forget what it was. It kind of blew over quickly.
Yeah, I think it was.
It runs with Warcraft.
No, well,
Minecraft,
the
right?
game we're obviously talking
know.
about is Minecraft, and this game, Planets, it's pretty much visually, at least, very similar to Minecraft, in which it's a free 3D voxel-based game in which you can pretty much go anywhere, do whatever you want, build and destroy as you want, as you wish. But one of the things that got my attention is that, unlike Minecraft, this game you actually have a story, because it's an RPG, and they don't really say much about the story. It just has to do something with aliens crash landing on a planet a long time ago, and that's kind of the mystery behind this world. But the interesting part about this game is that you have actually things to do. It's not just like they throw you in this huge world and you can do whatever you want. You have a goal. You have characters that will help you. In this case, I don't think they show many of the characters, but one of them is called. Give me 1 second, because I don't remember the name. But one of them is the. Sorry about that. It's all the way here. His name is Watts, and he's a blacksmith. And obviously, he's going to be a very important part on this game, because he's going to be the one that's going to be teaching you how to build or craft low-level tools, armors, weapons, and all that, which is one core mechanic of this type of games, such as Minecraft. The difference is that if you remember in Minecraft, you had to pretty much go online and find how to make a sword or how to build, I don't know, your first pickaxe. And that was probably part of the fun in that. But this game, what's doing, it's just grabbing a lot of Minecraft elements and just making or building an RPG around it. And I guess it's going to be easier for players to understand this, because apparently they're going to grab your hand and teach you what you have to do. So that's pretty interesting. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you can create not only tools but vehicles and spaceships, because this doesn't happen just in this planet. It's, for what they say, an entire galaxy or solar system or whatever, just made out of cubes. So once you're ready to gather all your resources and energy, I guess, you can build vehicles and spaceships and go and explore the Cubic galaxy. That's pretty much it. I don't know what you guys think about it. I am very excited, but start.
I think it looks pretty neat. I guess it intrigues me to have more of a. I'm going to say round. I know it's exact opposite, right? It's a squared off planet, and I think what's interesting is that there's going to be a top and a bottom of the planet, and there's different levels of this planet. There is a molten lava core. There's a north and south pole. It sounds pretty interesting all around. I think that these games in this sort of genre, especially ones that are heavily influenced by crafting, are still making their way through the ranks, and people are still wanting to play these games. I think this brings more of a realistic approach instead of just like a randomly generated world that doesn't have any sense to it. Rather, they're just using an algorithm. I think this is neat, and I don't even think other games in this genre really have transit like vehicles and stuff, right? Because this is pretty neat to drive across.
Yeah, when you said more rounded, it is important to note that this game is not just cubes, right? Like there are angles to it as well, like angle pieces that you can have. So that does make it gives it a bit of less of just cube Lego look like Minecraft had, and gives a bit more of, I guess, like just a low poly sort of papercraft look I'm getting from this. And there's a lot of really beautiful screenshots in it, like really great lighting effects, nice shadow. So all that I think kind of helps it stand out. Same with the texture quality too. It's very flat colors, but just the way they're organized makes it look cool. It's got almost like a 3D pixel art feel to it. And yeah, it just seemed like what really got me was at the end of the video when it shows like, here's this crazy planet, and it zooms out, and then it shows like all these other planets in a solar system, and then it zooms out of that, and then there's like multiple solar systems. So I'm curious, like what does that actually mean? Is like each player has their own planet and you get to visit other planets, or who knows, right? But that looks cool.
Yeah, I have to admit that I'm not a Minecraft person. That's a big gap in my gaming resume. I've never really played Minecraft. It's huge on YouTube, so I have sort of experienced it secondhand that way. So I really can't say too much about the game. It looks really interesting, and definitely has that Minecraft look, or that voxel-based art, and it's got crazy ambition. What this really reminds me more of is a game like No Man's Sky, which was debuted at the VGX recently, where it's like, the world is not enough now. Like everyone's going big. It's not just one world. You can go to different worlds. They render and simulate like an entire galaxy or solar system, and that to me is really cool. As Justin said at the end of that video, they kind of hint at that huge sense of scale where you go between planets. Yeah, I mean the game seems a little muddled to me. It seems like, okay, it's an RPG, but you can do a lot of crafting, so it's like a playground, a sandbox sort of deal. But if it is RPG, there isn't really, they're not pushing forward any kind of story or any sort of like real premise. They go straight into the mechanics. And as someone who hasn't played a lot of Minecraft, I don't have that point of reference. So to me, it just seems like a lot of fun tools slapped into like a really huge playground, which is cool. I mean, the game looks great so far from what they show. So I'm really curious to see how this develops.
I guess I always find games like these quite a bit of fun, but I don't have much longevity with them, strangely. Like I've played probably maybe 10 or 15 hours of Minecraft, but it doesn't stay with me. I play it and then I'm like, okay, this is okay, and then I go on to maybe another Voxel game. I play it, this is okay. So it's like I like the idea. I'm just not somebody, I guess, who spends a lot of time exploring the world and doing everything you can.
I like when I played Minecraft. What I did, I didn't play for too long. I played during like this free beta weekend way back when, and during that time, I found out that I could build a boat, and so right away I built a boat and just started sailing around and just kind of exploring and looking for like just these cool, interesting, randomly generated landscapes and islands, and like seeing cool stuff like lava spill into an ocean, and I don't know, that was a lot of fun for me instead of just building, like a big house and just staying there forever. I wanted to like see the world. So I feel like this is even more like that. You can actually build a lot of different types of vehicles. So this kind of, I feel, is a bit more attractive to that exploration type of player. So I don't know. I think I might try it out. We'll see what happens. I'm not huge into Minecraft and those types of games. But I think this one seems like it's not trying to just completely be a ripoff like a lot of other Minecraft clones. This one actually seems like it's trying to go a little above and beyond.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really liked about this game. Even though it's technically it's spacey themed, I guess they're also trying to get some of this space fans right into this type of world. But yeah, the Minecraft elements are pretty fun for me because I spend a lot of hours in that type of games. And a couple of things I forgot to mention is that they talk about the different type of combat that you can have, and I thought originally that it was going to be like most of the RPGs where you pick up a class and you're stuck with that class until the end of the game. But it seems like once you pick your character, you can choose the type of combat that you're going to have based on what you are wearing. So if you're wearing a light robe, then you're going to be like obviously a quicker character. I don't know, maybe like a thief or something. And obviously if you get heavy armor, then you're going to move slower, but you're going to deal way more damage. So that's another thing that I found interesting. And just to, I guess, end this segment of the game, I just want to mention that they have currently for a little bit over $40,000 of the $250,000 they're asking for, and they still have 26 days to go. I'm definitely gonna give them my money, and hopefully they will reach their goal.
Well, if you give $210,000, they will, Remi. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I
It's all up to you. No, I don't know. I think this one might be kind of close. But I hope they make it because it definitely looks pretty cool.
And I guess that budget is a little high. What do you guys think about $250,000 to pull this thing off?
It's a lot to ask for, but this is a pretty big game. So it's an honest, I'd say, it's honest asking price, but yeah, it's gonna be tough because there are so many. I mean, for one, it's hard to compete with Minecraft. To try and get people away from that, and but I think I don't know. I think if they try to really push it and get their name out there, that enough people will see some of these screenshots, and those alone might get people interested. Because the look is definitely more attractive.
Yeah, I would say the price they're asking it's a bit high, and it's not even like a stretch goal. It's like the lower tier of money. So I guess they know how much money the original Minecraft made. So they're maybe just trying to think. They will make a pretty big amount as well.
Hundreds of millions, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, for that, it is a steep asking price to fund a project, and for that amount, you almost expect a prototype that you can download and try out, some kind of proof of concept. I think that'd be a easier sell.
Or be a very well-established company.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's all good points.
Maybe they're just thinking outside of the Voxel.
Maybe. Oh,
Jeez.
we're gonna go with that. We can't even go on to the next project. It was so funny. Justin had to get up. He left.
Drops the headset.
That was a terrible joke, I know.
That's not the voxel.